Alright, hey guys, Darian Brown, Richmond Sign and Design Services, and 5 Degrees Fishing, the hunt for trophy fish. And this is another installment of tips and tricks, and this one is a product review on reels. So I'm out here in my dedicated fishing shed, and I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've used throughout the years that have proved to have been very dependable. Right down here, I've got some of my little Shimanos. Those are all many years old. They're all still kicking, still working, good drag, good bail. Everything about it is a-okay. I just bought these two new Penn reels, and I bought them on reputation. They're my first Penns. I had one Penn Long Beach that was from the 70s that still worked, so that's a pretty good indication of how good Penn is. But so far I've been real happy with those, but I haven't had them long. There's another little Shimano, what is that, a Sonora? I've had that reel for probably a good 15 years. It's a little squeaky, but gets the job done, and it's still kicking it. This reel right here is my Shimano 4500B bait runner. It's the original series. They don't make it anymore, but that thing's seen salt, fresh, 50-pound blues, Spanish mackerel. I mean, you name it. 15 years of fresh and salt water, and that reel is just still getting it done. Great reel. Then I'm going to go over here to my first bait casters I bought, which are the Arsenals by Shakespeare. I understand they're not making these anymore, but they've been really good, reliable reels, big enough to put some 80-pound mono on them, and I've never had an equipment failure, never had a problem with either one of them. Then I went up a grade, stepped up a notch to these Abu Garcia Ambassador Alphamar 20s. And these are just, I mean, awesome. I mean, it's whisper smooth, 32 pounds of drag. I mean, you get what you pay for in those reels. Never had a single problem. So to go back and review, we've got Shimano, we've got Abu Garcia, we've got Shakespeare, and we've got Penn. Those are pretty much the ones that I'll put my money in, and I feel good about, and I would stand behind. Now, of course, my 4 bigs for catfish, those are all on Tiger sticks, but to be honest with you, I'm not a big rod person. I end up breaking them anyways, and I can't tell too much difference fishing between a $40 rod and a $200 rod. You know, sometimes it does make the difference, but that's just not where I put my money. I put my money in the reels because that's I think, the most important part of the equation, honestly. You know, I've got a nice ugly stick here. I bought this 15 years ago. That's still doing great. But I even buy these rods right here that I customized. Those are actually Bass Pro $20 rods. And I can't tell you how many 30, 40, 50-pound catfish those have brought in. And they are still kicking it, and I've had them around for years. So it just goes to show you don't have to spend a ton of money on a rod. But if there's one place you're going to spend the money, spend it on the reel. Otherwise, you're going to get what I got and what you're going to see in the next part of this video. The dreaded Okuma. Take it away. Alright guys, I pretty much showed you the reels that I like using and have been shown to me to be dependable over the years. And this is a little group of the ones that haven't. And something that's consistent throughout all of them is they're all Okumas. I bought these 2 bait runners at the same time, a little after I got my first Shimano bait runner. I thought they'd be just as good. They'd just come out. They're a little cheaper, but I got what I paid for. This particular reel within the first season lost its ability to stop on reverse and stripped out. As you see, flip the switch, still goes backwards. So that's pretty much out of action. This one here stripped the gears completely inside the drag, which means no confidence using this at any time for any reason on any fish, because I don't want to lose a big fish. This reel was used for 1 season, and if you notice, the bearings on the handle stripped out. So you get to hit the reel every time you bend it and try to fight a fish with it. So the handle, the gears, the reverse. I decided to buy one more Okuma thinking maybe the small ones would be okay. Well, this little Okuma Avenger, if you notice the clearance here, if you get it the wrong angle, the bail actually hits the spool, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've never seen anything like that, a brand new reel where the bail will hit the spool. That's just sad. But if I turn it around the right way, it will hit it. But I got home, the second time I had used this, not only did I notice that every time I cast it, it was shocking me, which I've never seen in any other reel, but the handle with this little tiny pin right here to hold it in, just gone. Got home, no handle. It's like, great. So everything I've ever had Okuma has been a piece of crap, and I won't buy them anymore, and I don't recommend you do. The only thing I recommend you do with an Okuma, if you got one, is this right here. Take a nice... How about that, Okuma? How about that, Okuma? Make sure nobody else uses this piece of crap. I guess I needed a base on the camera before I started whacking at these reels, but let's try again. There's another great Okuma. Yeah. How about this one? Let's see how this one holds up. Oh, that one doesn't hold up good at all. Make sure nobody tries to use these when I put them in a landfill and lose a giant fish. Yeah, let's just go ahead and clip the bails. Yeah, that was tough on that real strong metal they put in these Okumas. Such strong metal that all the gears hold into place really well. You know, sometimes for almost a whole season. Absolutely pathetic. So I am disabling these things and destroying them to where nobody is ever going to use them again. Very easy to beat up and destroy. Well, I don't think anybody's going to try to use that. There you go. Okuma, best thing to do with them, right there in the trash can. Pieces of crap. So, there's your product review on reels. Tips and tricks, never buy an Okuma. Later.